Good evening, welcome to Business. I am Cynthia Nyamai. Now, players in the agro-processing value chain are urging the government to increase penalties levied on suppliers of counterfeit seeds to discourage the vice. Researchers say that some farmers are losing trust in farming activities and opting for other economic activities after incurring losses as a result of using uncertified seeds.
According to the Ministry of Agriculture, climate change, low adoption of technology and high costs of farm input are among the challenges farmers currently face. This is compounded by the growing proliferation of counterfeit seeds that is putting Kenya's food security under threat.
You know, our farmers are largely smallholder farmers. So when they make effort, do land preparation, and then you give them the wrong seed, all that effort is wasted, and we then affect livelihoods for people who really have not much of an option but to rely on farming with a sticker that is unscratchable, because this is what we have seen. That should already be a red flag for the farmer. So there's effort, but I think what we are saying from the seed sector is that the penalties that are levied on this are paltry, to say the least.
Yeah, as it was alluded to earlier, the penalties seem to be not as stringent, as heavy as it should be. So, you know, for that to be put together, you know, it has to go through regulation and then legislation. So there is a great move, even from the ministry and from other players, to try and see how we can put together regulations and strict compliance regulations on how this can be implemented so that we have more clear standard seeds in the market.
Despite 60% of farmers in Kenya using certified seeds, experts say that stopping counterfeit seeds alone will not be enough to streamline the value chain, with players now advocating for revamping the agro-dealer supplier system, removal of VAT on vegetable seeds, relooking the development land use policy, and upscaling the e-voucher program to safeguard against further losses.
That is why the government is coming in strongly to be able to try and regulate this sector so that we have access to the right seeds. When in this country, when things were liberalized, a lot of players came in and interfered with the standards. And so across the different crops, we have seeds that are not regulated, seeds that are very informal.
The government says all efforts to streamline the sector are on course, including drafting of policies advocating for cheaper farm inputs. They were speaking in Nairobi during the 9th Seed Trade Association of Kenya conference, attended by government officials, farmers, development partners, and agro-processors. Alanauko, Prime Edition.